Let's see here. We also got a new skill book, the Book of Swords. I'm just going to put 1 point in each of those because not only did we get a new skill book, which is going to be fancy, but recall Ryudo now has the Horns of Valmar within him. I would say perhaps something he learned from fighting his brother, perhaps something inspired by the Horns of Valmar within him, but Ryudo learned a new move. Sky Dragon Slash. This move is going to be your bread and butter. It costs so much SP, but it will destroy everything. Okay, let's go back to the Book of Swords. Okay, I think at that point we've got 3 in everything. Magic-wise, one of these I couldn't quite power up its final one all the way. There we go. So now everything should be 3 except for the new skills that I learned, which I wanted to put at least 1 point in. And we have enough points, I can maybe go back and put some more points in, so... Man, we're gonna be wrecking so much face. I'll worry about setting up skills and equipping skills and everything later on. I did get all the skills in the new book, 2, 3, didn't I? Yes, I did. So I'll worry about powering up everything a little bit more later. But that should be the gist of where we am. That's a big old thing, and I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to go this way. Just take me right back where I came. Cool beans! Come on, big guy. Guy's very unhappy. That flower's going places. Get to see a little bit about Merig's home, though. Like, this is a heck of a... frogs. I'm honestly debating if, at this point, using Zap on them is even worth it. Like, they die real easy now. Got all these roots going everywhere. Ah, guys! You know, it occurs to me that that was the first major boss that we've had Elena around for. Every other one we had Millennia. Like, our first major boss was... Guess I can keep going this way. Like, our first major boss was that dude in the tunnel where we got Rowan's medal, and we had Millennia for that. Every major boss after that was a chunk of Valmar, which we had Millennia around for. There's actually something else I wanted to say too, and I can't remember what it was. This stuff poisons you, by the way. So, that's cool. Don't get hit by this. Like, I knew it hurt, I didn't know it poisoned you. I think that's about it. Anything over here? I can't go that way. I can go up and around, though. And down here. And to open up that plant somehow. That's how plants work, right? Well, I'm sure that's how this plant works. How do you get up there? Oh, you keep running past it and go up here. That one stumped me the first time through here. Snakes, we've seen them before. They're weak to earth. Can't really go that way. I need to get up on top of that. Which I can do by going over here. Or by going up there. Yeah, I can go this way. Wait, that just bypasses that dude, doesn't it? Yeah. This guy we haven't seen yet. I mean, we've seen this type of enemy, but I don't think we've seen them. So let's see how well this goes. I don't know what they're weak to. We're gonna find out. Their models are still there. So I'm sure this is... yeah, that didn't do much. Okay, well, that didn't work. How about, fire?
Flame.
This is quick. Fire, not bad. Kind of helmet.
No real challenge.
Dragon Bone. Okay, nothing over there. That was a way to avoid fighting a dude. Yep, that was a way to avoid fighting a dude. But I want to fight a dude. Gets me that experience. Oh, there's a lot of them. Ah, Tio did her counter thing, but it was against a ranged attack, so I didn't hit because they were across the friggin' map. Okay, you guys again. Let's see how you feel about Earth.
How about this?
Not terribly impressed by Earth. But that should be enough that I don't have to worry too much about. Killing them the rest of the way. They only hit like the one time, too. Everybody pile on!
You better practice if you want.
What is that Ryudo's doing? Like, he like, gets something back for hitting them. I'm sure it's something I equipped to him, but I don't know what it would have been. Also, I can't go up here. Where do I go now? I can't go up there. Oh, I go this way. Place is confusing, man. For being a... I mean, I guess it would be. It's a jungle. Bow Bob. Need to remember what to hit them with, because they're the most annoying guys around. Okay, I can go that way, but I can also not go that way, so that's also not an option. Okay, what exactly are we doing to get those to go up like that? Like, it makes sense usually, like, you cut a mushroom, but, like, what happened there? No, the claws were sealed. No, the horns were sealed back there. The claws are what were infecting Tio, which Melphis got and infected Tio with. So yeah, this must have been where the claws were. In that regard, was it actually Melphis or was it Tio that destroyed this village? No, because Tio was part of the other thing. It had to have been Melphis, just with both in tow. And this is where there's so much conflict going on in Elena's head right now. Because she knows this is true. It's just a matter of confronting her beliefs with it. I mean, think back to when we were inside, like when she was inside Ryudo's head. She said herself that, like, without pain and suffering is also part of living. And without that, the life means nothing. I think that's where I came in. Or is that where I came in? So a little bit of misery is necessary in order to even appreciate the light. I can't go that way. And finally, we've made it out of the forest and to Merrig's home. And I'm not even going to comment on the massive tornado tearing a crater into the landscape and that appears to be the source of all the granite that we happen to see on the right side of the screen. I'm sure it's not important at all. I'm sure they can smell that. I'm sure they've got a sense of smell the same as Merrig's. They'd probably smell Ryudo and go, "You're Melphus, aren't you?" Freaking Ryudo. Why is Ryudo so great? But we arrive in Merrig's home village. And here is where I think I'll call it for the day. Well, let's take a look around the village while we're here. I won't go so far as to go talk to the elder, but... I don't know, they are pretty cool. The way they float up there and send and receive information. That's cool. Merrig, why you gotta be so smart? What's this place? Oh man, it's Merrig's house! I'll get back to that. Man, I knew it! Okay, I think that's the village elder, so... Interesting. That is not the love that I was expecting that to be about, but I suppose that is also such the way of Merrick's people. Yeah, I was a little surprised that, like, even once we got back to Merrick's place, nobody in here quite looks as broad as Merrick. Little weaving hut. There's this hut in the middle of town doing something. Oh, you're just that lady. And you walked far. You were like on the other side of the room before. Okay, so down here's the intro part. This is where on one side is the inn, and on the other side is the general store, which I imagine would be more of a weapons store. These are Merrick's people, for Pete's sake. They're gonna have some pretty rockin' weapons. Yeah, of course I'm not going to get a sword better than what I have. I got a frickin' plus 100 attack legendary idol sword. It's not actually the idol sword, but it's a pretty darn good sword. The idol sword, on the other hand, is currently waiting over Melphus's grave. Okay, what does this one do? More attack. I lose move. What does it do? Way too heavy, so it pretty much only does damage. I'm okay with the one that I have. I don't rely on her for damage. This also gives more damage, but lowers defense. I feel like the one that he currently has equipped gives defense, because this one doesn't lower defense. At which point... I don't know, he's got enough. How about armor? Oh, that's some nice armor. You know what, I'll mess with that later. Okay, let's go talk to everybody, call it a day. I'll off-screen some off-screening while I figure out what I'm doing. Well, that sounds like a place we're probably going to have to go. Go to Merrick's house. Look at that big lion on the front. Two big battle axes over his bed. Yeah, that's Merrick's house. I'm sorry, Merrick, I knocked your thing over. Okay, we'll get back to that. That goes up here. Let's go up to the spring. Can we go up to the spring? Is there even anybody up here? I don't think there's anybody up here, but it's a spring. It's a lot of water. It's a nice spring. Alright, well, let's scoosh on ahead. Let's see here, we had a house right here. Kind of going backwards. This is house 2. I've told her repeatedly to stop. Merrick's alright and Tio's alright. Okay, what are you? Ooh, you're a windmill. That's a heck of a windmill. The weaving hut. So much weaving. Did we kill any of them on our way here? I don't think we did. Okay, these are legitimate worms. They're tiny, not monstrous sized. Oh, we can go in this house. I was thinking for whatever reason we couldn't. Alright. Okay, that's about it. Gonna hit all of these things. That'll about do it for here. I'll spend a little bit of time, I don't know, upgrading crap and switching stuff around, equipping stuff, and buying stuff. So until next time, everyone, we've made our way to the eastern, far eastern continent, and Merrig's home village. From here, we're hoping to find the Granisaber nearby. Until next time, everyone.